Hey guys, so as you can see, I am in my bedroom. I cannot record in that bathroom anymore today because it's just way too hot. So this video is going to be about how I've been able to restore the health of my hair after a botched salon visit, and how I've been able to maintain the health of my hair despite flat iron it multiple times. So since I first started my hair journey, counting that very first time when I went to the salon, I have flat ironed my hair a total of 7 times in 14 months. So essentially every other month. That's not how it's been, but if you do the math, it's kind of like every other month. And my hair is still growing, it's still thick, it's still healthy, and it's doing great. And you know, one thing that I was worried about was jeopardizing the health of my hair for a lifestyle change. Like, oh, I want to have flat iron natural hair, but then it looks like crap because it's unhealthy. And that's one thing that I did not want. Which is why after the stylist essentially ruined my hair, it was very important for me to restore the health of my hair while at the same time doing what I wanted to do, which was flat iron my hair. So I want to talk about it and tell you the things that I think have led to my success, because I think I have been successful. So number one thing is trimming my hair. I know that some people, especially those that are natural, are a little scared to trim their hair because they feel like they are trimming their length off every time that they trim their hair. Some people just don't feel like it's necessary. But for me, it has been essentially my saving grace, is because I'm not afraid to cut my hair. So essentially I started out, after going to the salon, I was constantly cutting out the damaged pieces of hair. I was constantly inspecting my ends, getting rid of it, because all it does is it travels. When you have damaged hair, it travels up, and it also gets caught onto your healthy strands and then ends up ruining those, giving them single strand knots or splitting them. Or when you're combing through your hair, if you use a comb, I don't really use a comb unless my hair's flat ironed or I'm flat ironing it. But those who use tools to detangle their hair, those imperfect strands cause more problems. And so that's one of the first things I did, was just cut out all those funky pieces. And you know, I was afraid that I was going to end up thinning my hair out, because it's not like I was just trimming blunt, trimming blunt, trimming blunt. That's not something that I started doing until my hair grew out more. I was really just searching for those damaged pieces and getting rid of them. I've probably trimmed my hair about 9 times. Not counting when I just search and destroy like I did in the beginning when I saw it and I would just cut it out. But I've probably trimmed my hair 9 times this past 14 months. And the reason for that is because I do what's called maintenance dusting. So when I flat iron my hair, y'all see in the video if you've watched it, that when I flat iron my hair, I immediately get out any funky pieces and I do essentially a blunt cut, and then I chase over it again. After I neglected my hair over the summer because of stress for the 6 months, I had to cut my hair off because my ends were a little dry and crusty and I needed to cut that off. And so trimming your hair is not a bad thing if you do it right. What happens is when you let it get out of hand. And this is why I don't like trimming every 6 months or whatever. I prefer to just trim it as needed by doing the maintenance dusting. Because what ends up happening is, say 6 months has passed, your hair has grown 3 inches. Saying that, you know, your hair grows half an inch in every month. You know, it's different for everybody. But your hair grows 3 inches. But then you look at your ends and you gotta cut like an inch and a half off. Even though I've trimmed my hair 9 times or so, I've probably only cut off an inch. Why? Because my hair is never in a state where I have to chop off lengths and lengths of my hair. Like every time I cut my hair, it's probably like 1/4 of an inch or less, because I'm just getting rid of the funky pieces by searching and destroying and then blunting off my ends. Because I'm doing that, my hair doesn't run into a lot of the problems that your hair runs into when you let it build up and build up and build up. And that's why a lot of the times when you see naturals go to the hairstylist, not the ones that essentially cause the issue, because I've seen videos and I'm like, gosh, I swear they didn't go in with that many split ends. Like, that makes no sense. But the ones that go in, they get their hair blow dried and straightened, and then the stylist has to cut like 1.5 inches, 2 inches off. It's because they let it get out of hand, you know? So that has been number one, and why I strongly recommend you trim your hair either as needed or do what's called maintenance dusting. Where you go in, you inspect your ends every month, every other month, and just get rid of those stupid pieces, okay? Just get rid of them, get rid of them, get rid of them. The second thing that I think has kept my hair healthy throughout this process is deep conditioning and protein treatments, okay? That's something that I've been doing for a long time. Before I started my flat iron hair journey, I washed my hair every month. Every month that I washed my hair, I would always do a protein treatment and deep condition. Protein treatment, deep condition, protein treatment, deep condition. I don't skip out on that. Now, over the summer, that was an exception. That was very out of character. I didn't do anything to my hair. But outside of that, I'm always deep conditioning and protein treating my hair because I need to keep it strong, but I also need to keep it moisturized. There are some things in my regimen, especially on wash day, that I know that needs to change because it's not as streamlined as it used to be. And as my hair is growing out, which honestly this is the longest my hair has ever been in my life, including when I was a child, but now that my hair is getting longer, it's a little bit harder to manage even in the twists at the roots. So I need to figure something out that makes my wash day faster and doesn't cause as much tangling at the roots, because I didn't used to get that much tangling at the roots that I've been getting a lot lately. And I don't have like a texture difference. Like, my roots are not kinkier than my ends. It's just I have really thick roots. And so I've noticed that like after doing like the protein treatment or something, my roots will be tangled again. My whole head would have been detangled. I go shampoo, do my protein treatment, and then my roots are tangled. But anyways, that's another story. So staying on top of that has been very important. Also, not getting lazy with the flat iron process and understanding my hair is probably the third biggest thing that has helped my hair. I know I've been natural for going on 5 years in April, and I know that my hair does not like brushes and combs and all that nonsense. And so when I flat iron my hair, I choose not to blow dry my hair straight. If you watched my video, you saw that I put the blow dryer on cold air, low speed, and then when I finished that side, I put it on high speed to make sure the roots were dry. But I only do that to make sure that my hair is actually fully dry because I choose to air dry my hair. And I actually was up like super late finishing my hair that night before, and so my hair had only air dried for a few hours, but I'll talk about it now. One of the products that I use on my hair prior to flat ironing my hair is a heat protectant cream. The reason that I like using those is because they're designed to be used with blow dryers, and a lot of times they cut drying time in half. So what I've noticed is using that product on my hair actually makes air drying a lot faster. Usually if I just put the products on, twist it takes my hair like forever and a day to dry. But when I put that on, it literally dries in like hours. And it's crazy. but it's awesome. But I just like to go in with the dryer if I didn't have time to let it sit for several hours and I'm not sure if it's fully dry, to go in and just get some of that excess moisture, just kind of as a precautionary measure, okay? But I don't blow dry my hair. You know, there's people who do this paddle brush method or the Denman brush or comb, or my hair would not respond well to that. My hair would be severely broken off, and so I choose not to do that. Plus, I don't think my results would be any better. I know a lot of people think that a lot of the magic is in the blow drying, but I think a lot of the damage that's done to hair is in the blow drying process. Because, I mean, the flat ironing process is really not that, in my opinion, is not that damaging to your hair if you do it right. So yeah, but I think those are the main things that have enabled me to keep my hair healthy and thick and constantly growing as I've been pursuing this new hair journey. And I mean, I'm satisfied. There's still some things that I need to learn and whatever, but so far so good. So hopefully me sharing what has worked for me will help any of you who plan on going on a similar journey or just like to flat iron your hair every now and again, but it just never goes right. Maybe these tips will help you, and yeah, until next time, bye guys.